We're going to see module 2 TCP throughput. Here, what is the average? What is throughput? It is nothing but maximum number of bits that can be sent per second is called throughput. In this video, we are going to see how the throughput works with the help of the TCP. What happens to the throughput when we are using TCP protocol? So, what is the average throughput of the TCP as function of the window size RTT? If we ignore the slow start, what happens is let W be the window size when loss occurs. See, I have not received the acknowledgement. So what the sender will decide is the loss had occurred. So what it has to do now? When the window is W, the throughput is W by RTT. This is the formula. Throughput is equal to W by RTT. After the loss, what I have to do is I have to reduce the congestion window by 2. So window by 2 is window by W by 2 will be the window size. Now what will be the throughput? W by 2 into RTT. So average throughput will be 0.75 RTT. So these are the TCP features. Then comes TCP fairness. The fairness goal is if k TCP sessions, that is if n or if k, so many sessions are there, TCP sessions are running parallelly, and they are using the link of bandwidth R. They are using the link whose bandwidth is R. Each should have average rate of R by K. So what they have to do is, if I have 5 TCP sessions, okay, and the link bandwidth is R, means everybody should share it equally. Bandwidth is nothing but, see, 50 megabits per second, or we will go with simple values, that is 50 bits per second is the link bandwidth. My link can handle or send only 50 bits per second. Okay, so if I have some 10 sessions, okay, 10 TCP sessions running, then what should be my average rate? Is nothing but, so what I said, my TCP that is a link bandwidth is 20. Okay, my link bandwidth is 20 divided by my how many sessions I said? It is will assume it as 10. So 20 divided by 10 is equal to 2. So my average rate should be 2 bits per second. So every session should send only 2 bits per second. When my link bandwidth is 20 and number of TCP sessions are 10. So every session should send only 2 bits per second through that link. Clear? This is what fairness goal. If you do like this, then there will not be any bottleneck. Okay. So why is TCP fair? Why it is called fair? Because two competing sessions are there. One is additive increase gives slope of 1 as throughput increases. As the number of packets increases, then the slope will be increased. Additive increase of slope will be there. Multiplicative decreases throughput proportionally. So after the loss, if we decrease, then what will happen? Throughput will be decreased. So this is what happens when we increase and decrease. This is what happens. Next. So when we have to use TCP and when we have to use UDP. See, for multimedia sessions and all, it is always fair to go with the UDP. Since there is no, if any packet loss is there also, it will not be, it will not affect. But if you want to send any mail or data transfer, then go with the TCP so that the loss will be less. So always for the multimedia applications, go with the UDP protocol. For the other data transfer and the web browser users, go with the TCP. So this is what said in TCP fairness. With this, I am completing my module 2, that is transport layer. Hope you have understood all the concepts which I have taught in module 2. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask. Thank you. Bye.